possibly has been raped herself, and this was a reenactment of that experience. The statistics have shown that this is the case. Up to 80% of these situations happen when the woman has been raped herself.
That was noted therapist and sex expert Dr. Judy Kuriansky appearing here on Issues on the very day of Melissa Huckabee's arrest. Now we're hearing Melissa Huckabee claiming she was raped 10 years ago by a cop, but police investigated and cleared the cop of any wrongdoing. So was she lying? Was there an even earlier abuse trauma that left her depressed and troubled? And was Melissa Huckabee involved in a reported abduction of a 7-year-old girl in January who was reportedly returned with muscle relaxant in her system? We cannot confirm that story. Being reported by the Tracy Press tonight. Phone lines lighting up over all these shocking developments. Jenny, California, your question or thought, man.
Hi, Jane. Hey. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I watch your show. I love it. I just had a quick comment. I'm really sick and tired of hearing cases like this where somebody does the most horrific crime and then later is, oh, well, she was raped when she was a child and that sort of thing. And I don't think that that should play into it whatsoever.
Well, first of all, let's go to Jim Roop, correspondent for CNN Radio Network, to bring us up to speed on these rape allegations. What do we know?
Well, we know that the police know a lot. They're just not letting us know a lot right now. We do know that the rape charge is in there, that it was a rape with a foreign object. And so that's the allegation there, and that's what could really put her over the top as far as prison time goes. If the murder was a result of the rape with a foreign object.
Well, Jim, I'm actually really interested in her claims, Melissa Huckabee's claims, that she was raped 10 years ago by a police officer.
You know, I don't know. The police officers, that was happening in Orange County, I believe, and the police officer was cleared of that. And, I mean, that's 10 years ago. It's not like she was raped as a 7-year-old with a foreign object. So I don't know that you can really put the two together. I mean, if we do what we learn, or if we perpetrate crimes that happen to us, you know, I don't know that you can put those two together.
Brenda Wade, let me ask you this question. Okay, let's assume that the police are right and that didn't happen. Could there have been an earlier trauma from childhood and that all of this, if in fact she is guilty, which we do not know, she hasn't even given a plea yet, but all of this is a reenactment and a sick acting out of the toxic secret of her abuse as a child?
That would make the most sense to me, Jane, and I have to tell you, it's very unusual for somebody to go through a date rape at age 18, which is apparently what she said happened to her with someone who's a police officer, and at 18 be able to make the charges stick. That's a tough thing to do, to go up against the police department.
She's in the back of a police car.
Exactly, exactly. So I do want to say something must have happened to this young woman. I read her history. She's been troubled since she was about a 6th grader, saying she felt like dying, saying she felt unimportant.
You just said something significant. She's troubled since she was a 6th grader. She claimed that she was raped at 18. Well, but in fact, she had suicidal thoughts, according to friends, going back to the 6th grade.
That's right.
It's
but that doesn't mean she wasn't raped at 18. You see, both things could be true. And for somebody to be as unhinged as she seems to be, Jane, we have to look at the history, because what we're doing is we're creating what's called a genogram. It explains why we do what we do, why we think what we think, and there is an explanation. It doesn't excuse her behavior. Of course not. We seek to understand.
Okay, one second here, Jane. If let's assume just for a moment that she was raped when she was 18 years old, approximately 10 years ago, that is not going to be relevant in this current criminal case where she's charged with murder.
Okay.
Unless prosecutors seek the death penalty, then that kind of emotional history may have some relevance to the punishment.
Here's something that could be relevant. sfgate.com, the website of the San Francisco Chronicle, reports some investigators believe Huckabee did not act alone in Sandra's murder. And they've hinted that they're not dismissing the possibility that somebody else was involved. Officially, police say they have their only suspect in Sandra's murder. Listen to this.
If we had been aware of any person that was actively involved either before, during, or after the commission of this crime, we would have been remiss in our duties in not taking them into custody. So we did not have any indication that anyone else was involved, so there were no other arrests made.
Bloggers on the internet speculating if Huckabee did do it, there's no way she could have done it herself. And one person they're focusing in on is Christian Sinclair. He had a relationship with Huckabee, according to cops, and he's had a troubled past, although police insist he's not a suspect. Thomas Ruskin, your thoughts on a man, not necessarily this man, but a man being involved?
I think the police are telling you in so many words that they have the person responsible, that they have no other evidence to indicate that anyone else is involved, and we still don't know what DNA, what forensic evidence they have from the suitcase in which the body was found, that Sandra's body was found.
We don't even know what the cause of death is. We don't even know how she died.
Right.
Well, they're not going to tell us that yet.
We don't even know how they're connecting it to Huckabee, except her confession, which was that it was an accident, which is second-degree murder or manslaughter. So we don't know how the evidence, if the evidence really supports first-degree murder to begin with.
We don't even know if she confessed. We heard other reports that said she gave 4 different accounts of what happened, and she hasn't even issued a plea, and the big court date comes up on Friday. I want to thank my excellent panel. More on the case against Melissa Huckabee later in the program. Madonna